So this is your quiz number 1, question number 7. Quiz number 1, question number 7. So here we have to find the value of R. Here we have to find the value of R. How to find the value of R? Before proceeding to the problem, so we have from Umsa, we have V equal to I into
R. From this, R equal to V by I. This is very important and very interesting.
R equal to V by I. So if I want to find the value of R, I need to know the voltage and current. So let us see whether from the circuit it is possible to find the voltage or currents. So here the positive terminal is connected to, let us consider this is a point A, this is a point B, this is point C, this is point D. This 100 volts is connected to, it is pointing towards A. So there is no any element between this A and this source. So whatever the voltage is connected, the same voltage appears at this point A. So here at this point the potential becomes 100 volts. Similarly, this 40 volts, the positive terminal is connected to, this is directly pointing to D. At this point the potential is 40. Here the potential is 100, here the potential is 40. So nothing is, like for example, if I have a 5 volts, if I have a resistor of 2 ohms, then how much amount of current flows? 5 by current is equal to V by R, that is I equal to 5 by 2. I equal to 5 by 2. 5 by 2, that is 2.5. So 2.5 into the voltage drop at this is 5 volts. The voltage drop across this 2 ohms is 5 volts. So it means that the same plus 5 volts appears at here and minus, this minus appears at other end. So 5 minus, this is your lower potential. So 5 minus 0, that is your 5 volts. So similar to that, here at this point the potential becomes 100 volts. At this point the potential becomes 40 volts. And between we are having this plus 5. Let us say this is a point A, this is a point B. Between A and B there is no any element. So it is like a short circuit. So 0 voltage drop. The same voltage appears across at this point B. Similar to that, 100 volts, the same 100 volts potential appears at B, the same 40 volts potential appears at. Then what will be the voltage drop? Now before going to the voltage drop, what will be the current direction in R ohms? Whether it flows from B to C or C to B? Tell me. Always it moves from B to C only. Why? Because the current flows from higher potential to lower potential. Among this 100 volts, among this 100 volts and 40 volts, which one is higher potential? 100 volts is higher potential. So always current flows from 100 volts to 40 volts. So this is your a current IR. So this is a current IR. So at point D we are having, at point D two currents are coming, that is IR and 5 amps.
So IR and 5 ohms. This both current flows through this 1 ohm and reaches to this point. And some amount of current flows through this 14 ohms, that also reaches to this point, and the both current flows to 2 ohms.
So let us find how much amount of current flows through this 14 ohms. And one more thing, a 10 amps is going out from the positive terminal. The same 10 amps should come into negative terminal. It means that here you should get 10 amps. Here the 5 amps is going out from the positive terminal of your 40 volts. The same 5 amps should come here. It means that this is your 5 amps. So here I need to get 10 ohms, here I need to get 5 amps. So how much amount of current should come? 15 amps. So the current flowing in this should be of 15 amps. Here I got 15 amps current is flowing. Here I got 15 amps current is flowing. So if it is of 15 amps, then what will be the voltage? 15 into 2, that is your 30 volts. So if it is of 30 volts, what will be the voltage at this point? That is your 30. 30 minus, this is your lower potential. So 30 minus 0, so 30 volts. So here in 14 ohms, I need to find IR. If I know this IR value, it is possible to find. I know already V value is 60 volts. 100 minus 40, that is here I got 60 volts. Here I got 60 volts. I need to know IR value, that is current flowing through this R ohms. So 10 amps current is coming to this point A and it is dividing in two branches, that is through some amount of current flows through this 14 ohms and remaining current flows through this R ohms. So if I know how much amount of, if I know the current flowing through this 14 ohms, then it is possible to find, subtract that current from 10 amps, the remaining current flows through this R ohms. How to find the current flowing through this 14 ohms? The 14 ohms, this point is at 100 volts. For 14 ohms, it is at 100 volts and this point is at 30 volts. This is your 14 ohms. Then what will be the voltage? What will be the voltage? 70. So this is your 70 ohms, 70 volts. So what will be the current now? So current in 14 ohms is 70 by 14, that is equal to 5 amps. So here we got I14 is equal to, here we got I14 is equal to 5 amperes. So to this point A, we are getting 10 ampere current is incoming, but only 5 ampere current is flowing through these 14 ohms. It means that the remaining 5 amperes flows through this R ohms. Got my point? So 10 ampere current is coming here and 5 amps current flows through this. So the same 5 ampere current comes here. The same 5 ampere current. So at point D, we are getting two currents. That is IR is 5 amperes and from 40 volts it is supplying 5 ampere current. 5 amps, 5 amps. So the total current flowing through this 1 ohm is 10 amperes. So to this section we are getting 5 ampere current and from the branch 14 we are getting 5 ampere current. From the branch 1 amp we are getting 10 ampere current. So 5 plus 10. So 15 ampere current flows through 2 ohms. So from the observation just we have considered 15 amps. But from the calculations we got same 15 amps. So this is the way we have to analyze the circuit. So here we got IR is equal to 5 amps. So R is equal to 60 by 5, that is equal to 12 ohms. 12 ohms.
So the option is,
The answer is A. Answer is A. That is your 12 ohms. You can solve the same problem with nodal analysis also.